Hi everybody, Gemstone Artist and Faceting Academy founder John Bailey back with another quick answer to one of your faceting questions from online. And thank you again for sending in your questions. They're the basis of our videos, and whatever you want to know, put it in the comments. I'll do my best to get an answer to you. A guy named Gary wrote in asking about dopping small stones, but he also asked specifically about dopping long small stones like thin tourmaline pencils. And he asked if I knew of any special dops for dopping those pencil stones. And Gary, I'm sorry, I'm not aware of any such thing. I do think that it could be a problem to make those because a person wouldn't know how long to make the T part of that thing stick out. And if it was shorter than the stone, we'd be cutting into it. So I really don't think anybody's making those things. If the stones are small, I dop them like what you see in this video, where I show how to dop with CA or super glue. And that's the way I will normally do it. If the stones happen to be really long and skinny, I might skip cutting the temp table and use a V-dop for cutting the pavilion and just stick the stone in that V-dop, and that way you have a little bit more of a grip on it, a little more surface area you can glue to, and a little more resistance to that sideways tweaking. So you want to make sure, though, to make sure the dop isn't too large, or the side of the dop that sticks up, you might be cutting into that part that's sticking up there, and then you're going to be tearing up your dops. So there is another trick that I do, usually after transfer, and what I do is I build some little paper mache buttresses. The dop is sitting there and the stone's traveling across it. I use my phone here, and I'll build a little paper mache buttress right in here, just a piece of paper, and I glue it in place, and I glue it in place on the dop, and I kind of soak the paper with glue. That gives a little bit of extra purchase, a little bit of extra support out there on the edges. You can do that with super glue, you can do it with epoxy. The one thing to be really careful about is if the glue you're using, if it shrinks, it's gonna break your stone over the end of that dop like breaking firewood over your knee. So you want to be really careful about what kind of glue you're using, and you might just want to test it out a little bit on something that could flex and show you if it's shrinking. If you want to see a video about something else, let me know. Put a comment down in the comments section, and I'll do my best to respond as soon as I can get to it. So I hope that this idea about using paper buttresses with glue, I hope this enhances your success and your enjoyment of faceting. If you have other questions or things that you want to see between now and the next time, I'll see you around facetingacademy.com.